saviors or they exploiters, right? And so we have to talk about each one of these, right? Because they're all kind of doing the same thing on different scale. As I just talked about Professor X, but then I got to move on to Bruce Wayne. Like Bruce Wayne, you collect trauma children. You do. I've always kind of thought that like if I go down there and you're Batman, and you're like, okay, we're about to get a team. It's about to be me and you. I'm Batman, and you're gonna be Robin, right? And you're the fourth Robin. And I'm like, if you tell me I'm the fourth Robin, the first thing I ask is, what happened to the first three? What happened to the first three? What happened to the last guy that was Robin? Then now that you have an opening for Robin, okay? Because that's the whole thing. You clearly it's a dangerous position, and why wouldn't you take a seasoned adult to have your back? Why are you like? I can understand you training a child. First of all, I can see you taking in a child. I can see you training them, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're necessarily going to be a crime fighter. They're like no matter who you adopt, they're always crime fighters, and that's the thing. Like whereas a lot of times these kids really need like just help. Like you think about like when it was Dick Grayson, like Dick had watched both his parents die. Remember, his parents were circus performers. Like Dick had just seen both of his parents die in one fell shot, and I don't remember him getting a lot of counseling over that. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it. You didn't where a normal person would say like, yeah, these kids probably need a lot of counseling. Not Bruce, not you. You're not saying that, huh? You're not considered. I think they showed some stuff down the road, but like it's mad questionable, right? And you are training these kids to be vigilantes. All right. Now the next one, of course, is Niles Caulder, which is the Doom Squad, right? Now I've been thoroughly into the Doom Squad, and like, man, this is an Insidious like really, he's an Insidious character, especially when you start talking to Robot, right? Because apparently he did this to you, man. Like he chose to make Robot into this. Robot didn't have anything to do with this conversation. It wasn't a conversation between him and Niles, like, oh, I need to try to save your life. Like he spins it as I was trying to save your life, but it's like, man, this ain't really like he doesn't even have the sense of feeling, right? He can't feel nothing that he touches even matters to him. He's not like Victor, right? In that regard, where you still have feeling, like it still matters if you touch something, right? It's gonna matter to you. He doesn't even have that. I would think a big part of that would be, emotionally, it would be massively destabilizing, right? Like this is what, like you need to put me in like a good body, right? I'm kind of in an old school. It's kind of raggedy. My hands stop working. At times, I'm just trapped in here. Like this is not a good situation, man. It's not a good look. It's not. It can't be any kind of happiness there. So like, this is what we got. So all of them, man. Like in the Doom, like what you're doing with like Jane, like Jane, like you're not even trying to get Jane help. Am I wrong in that? Am I wrong in that, guys? Am I missing something? Like was like Jane is literally like maybe Jane can be helped. Maybe because you have, I don't know, an infinite amount of personalities in your noodle. Maybe you can't be helped. But I don't even think he's trying. And like a lot of the people in the Doom Squad, Doom Patrol, they all have some deep psychological scars, man. Like these people are all severely damaged. And you know this. You know this, but you're not gonna do anything about it. You're just gonna keep on doing that thing, right? And they even recognize, like, at least in this one, every single one of them calls you an asshole. Like every single one of them, like, knows exactly who you are. And then we go over to Hargreaves over at the Umbrella Academy. Exact same scenario. Exact same scenario. Like he's doing exactly the same thing. He's literally Professor X to me on a lower level, right? Like more of a solo, but like more definitive, like you're on a smaller scale. Their mentorship is never about teaching. It's about teaching you how to fight. It's about teaching you how to fight for stuff I want you to fight about. So of the four of them here, I don't know which one is the worst, man. Yeah, I don't know which one of them is worse, man. They're all pretty terrible. Like you get something different out of each one of them, and I don't know if it's good enough. It definitely doesn't justify. It definitely doesn't justify what you have to go through. Like you're gonna go through so much shit, like with these guys, right? And Professor X, man, I don't know who's worse. They're all pretty terrible. Like I think Bruce is probably I can move Bruce to the best one of these guys. Like I don't, I don't feel like I have to, he offers family, but he exposes children to violence. Yeah, it's 100% truthful about Bruce. And Jason Todd, and a lot of them didn't make it, man. A lot of these Robins didn't grow up, man. So that's the whole thing. So maybe some of these guys are better, but it's really hard to build an argument because they're all like child collectors, man. Every single one of them is a child collector, man. We just see it at the highest level, so people excuse it. But yeah, these guys, man, you really, really, really got to keep an eye on your children, man. You really do, man. And look, if I got a mutant kid, I'm just gonna be like, look, I love you, no matter what. Don't worry about it. Stop lasering down the house. But we'll be all right later. We're gonna use your powers to make some money. We'll be all right with it, right? That's kind of where I'm looking at. So we see an archetype. Like this is a character type that does exist. We see it repeatedly, right? We've seen people use this strategy to build vast armies for themselves. At least Batman puts himself on the front line too. At least Batman's out there fighting with you. All the rest of the guys, like they're sending you guys out to do this damage, but they're not taking any blows themselves. So that's a big thing we look at these characters here. But it gets better, man. This is like when you order a knife on TV